What's up, everybody? It's your boy JD back again with another video. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to hop back in that Reborn Rich. So we're about to go ahead and get into it, see what's in store for us today. But before we do, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already and want to take support any further, Patreon link is in the description below. Also, join the Otaku membership and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or go live on the channel. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. She was a lot harder than I anticipated. As soon as she found out this was a business instead of a simple favor, her attitude immediately changed. I bet it did. I bet it did. She thought she was getting free money. You crazy. Grandfather's blood runs in her veins too, after all. I don't know when or how you're planning to use this contract we wrote up, but do it after I retire and immigrate elsewhere. I'm not going to jail for this. Damn, that contract was that bad? Bro, what kind of swindler contract did Dojun come up with? This won't rise to the surface. Oh, so you're evil enough to know a huge secret is the most effective when you're blackmailing people with it. I won't be doing that either. I'm giving this to Grandpa. Are you serious? That's absurd. You're basically putting my life in his hands. He's not the type of person to put much weight on non-owner CEOs. He tried to hold the real owner on the leash instead. This will work as some sort of insurance to make sure my aunt and uncle don't do anything outrageous against his will. It will be only after he is certain that Uncle Troy is completely under his control that Grandfather will let him run for mayor of Seoul. Your grandfather is something else. I can never imagine being unable to trust my own children. I have another question. You have 17.7% ownership of Sunyang Corporation now. I'm sure you will need at least 80% in order to take over the throne. Although 80% of ownership would be equivalent to roughly less than 10% of Sunyang's entire shares. Anyhow, how much do you think your grandfather will let you inherit? Everything according to his head, but nothing according to his heart. What? I'm sure he knows in his head I'm the best possible candidate to run the corporation after him. But he's an extremely selfish and greedy person by nature. His heart won't let him share any of his stuff willingly. If he could take Sunyang Corporation to his grave after his death, he'll certainly do so. I'm not asking about his desires. What are the realistic chances? Can't be sure. Head doesn't always win in a struggle against the heart. Really. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. I decided to think of whatever shares he gives me as a form of incentive, and a hefty one at that. A truly talented yet unselfish grandson, the only one in his family that doesn't ask him for his wealth. I'm certain that's the character I must play in order to get the largest incentive possible. Anyhow, I have high hopes for this contract. Stage 1 is complete. Now I must move on to the next phase. Hey, about the remaining $2.2 billion after giving $1 billion to Sunyang. Are you trying to use that? When the value of dollars is at its highest, there will be a new administration after the coming presidential election. I'll use that to congratulate the winner. What? He like, bro, what are you doing? What the hell are you thinking? Are you trying to emulate other wealthy families? What would I gain from creating my own kingdom when I won't have any citizen in it without accepting immigrants? I ain't got kind of a point. Immigrants. Yeah, that's why I have to found an organization I can use to attract the people, such as a broadcasting company. That's ridiculous. Do you know how big? I'm thinking of starting small with cable channels. Public TV isn't the only option, you know. Cable. A new media company is actually a good idea for the government as well. Building new infrastructure will create new jobs and help stimulate the economy. Not too bad for the new administration to consider. We're giving them $2.2 billion just like that. That's absurd. What makes you think I'll be giving them my money? I'll exchange their won for my dollars. That's what I meant. Then the public lands in Seoul is also, yeah, that's part of the package I'm trying to purchase. Boy, we too smart for our own fucking good, boy. Let me tell you, we are too fucking smart for our own good sometimes. A big investment firm invested $2.2 billion to establish infrastructure for a large media company when South Korea is struggling from the lack of dollars. Now, that's what people will welcome with open arms. I'm inclined to think this cooperation between the government and the city could be seen as a game changer and even attract governmental subsidization. That'll be awesome if that really happens. You're so much like your grandfather. How did you even think of something like this? This all began from my love for my father. What are you talking about? I'm going to turn this new media company into a giant in the industry and give it to my father. I ain't gonna lie, I wish this was my goddamn kid. God fucking damn. This kid doing everything for his daddy. Even though it's really, not for his dad, it's all for him in the end. However, you get the general gist. Father living good, okay? Father ain't gotta worry about a motherfucking thing no more. Mom either. We just eating out here. Dojin is business. Will be from the movies and content creation on top of cable channel to providing internet services. As the son of Sunyang's CEO and my own father, it's the least he should own in order to look the part. Miracle Investments in America has sold connections with major Hollywood filmmakers. Perhaps we can even use that to turn this into a media giant with global recognition. He is like, how the fuck this kid come up with this shit? How does this kid come up with this shit? Cause you like realize this, like, okay, of course he knows the future. Of course we know the future, so that's different. But if you're looking at it from their standpoint, it's like, bro, there is no fucking way you have that much foresight. Nobody has that much foresight at your age. To literally everything you've done has been planned. Yes, it started out like, oh, you just buying random things like a kid at a candy store. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want this. But then as time goes on and everybody's starting to see like you actually had this plan, like all of this is actually connected. Like, bruh, I wish I had a kid like that, bro. Just giving me giant conglomerate media companies and building my shit up. And I ain't really doing much. It's great. So you actually got their signatures on it. Yeah. Uncle Troy now won't be able to go against your wishes, even after he becomes the mayor of Seoul. Once the details of this contract goes public, he'll have to worry about going to jail, much less ending his political career. And all you want in return is a few acres of public land. Yeah, I'm sure you can think of a better way to utilize the rest than me. But I was so astounded by my aunt's business skills when we were negotiating. Your aunt? Yeah, she quickly identified the real value of these public land properties. She told me not to expect the entirety of public lands available in Seoul for partially funding Uncle's campaign. Do you want me to get it all and give you some? Nice, this means he approves. He clearly gave me permission for me to take all. It's alright, I'm not too interested in making money from building apartment complexes. But this still seems like a huge gamble. There's no guarantee Mr. Troy will win any election, but the chances still increase significantly because you now think him becoming the mayor isn't too bad of an idea. Geez, what am I going to do with you, you sly fox? I'm not sure whom Uncle will be competing against, but I already feel bad for him. Sun Yang's information team will dig up about his past to the slightest detail and release controversial ones through media coverages all at the same time. Fine, I can't sit idly by when my grandson spent so much of his own money to put the mayor's soul in my pocket. I'll contribute the way I can during the election. Thank you, grandfather. Mayor Soul will be under his complete control now. But that statement just sounded like he'll willingly be the biggest beneficiary of my efforts. You look like you're not 100% satisfied. Oh, no way. Don't be like that. Of course, I'll get you a nice gift for it. If there's something you want to ask, say it. Well, I mean, if you just gonna mention it, you know what I'm saying? If you just gonna bring it up all willy-nilly, I think I do have a few things I could ask for. I was actually thinking of starting a new business, but I'll tell you in detail after the election. It must be a business that requires some help from the government then. It has to be a big one. You must tread carefully. The deeper politicians get involved, the more unpredictable it'll become. Their interests are way more complex than those simple entrepreneurs like us. They don't expect something in return for helping you out. Instead, they demand something in exchange for not ruining your business. Is this a form of advice or a threat? More like a form of advice. I would take that as more of a form of advice because, I mean, he's right. You'll be the first one to know once my calculations are complete. I'll definitely going to need your advice then. Should you think the business is too risky and oppose it, I'll scrap it. I hope this is the answer grandfather wants to hear from me. Why would you need my approval for you to start a business with your own money? Just go for it. Even if it ends in failure, it'll be a valuable experience. I still can't figure out what grandfather is truly thinking. Behind the look on his face and words from his lips, grandfather be playing the game too, though. That boy got one of the best poker faces I ever seen. Cause you be like, oh yeah, go ahead. Even if grandfather got a little haircut too, huh? I kind of noticed that, but I ain't saying nothing earlier. But it looked like he got a little haircut, or he got that pimp name slip back going on. But I digress. But yeah, never know what this man thinking. Never know what this man is thinking. Hopefully it's something good. That's all we can hope for. Hopefully it's something good, because we really don't be knowing what the hell he be thinking. But I think we're gonna be good in the end. But that's it for today's video, man. Hope you guys enjoy. You did. Make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about everything that happened in the comment section below. Also, you guys want to keep up with me, Twitch, Twitter, Discord links, all of that is in the description as well. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.